back to the Beerly Football Podcast. It's about football, but beerly. I am your host, Zachary Smith. Joined with me, as always, are my two very good friends, Trevor Scott, Carrie Dempsey. How are we doing tonight, boys?
Great, man. Another night, another weekly episode, another day closer to NFL football, real NFL football.
Yeah.
Regular season. So, happy to be here. Happy to be at Beerly Football. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, at Beerly Football, at Beerly Sports. Carrie, how's it going?
Hey, man. 16 days till life matters again, man. Almost there. There. Just got to push through a few more beers, a couple more sleeps, till we watch the football.
I saw that little beer tease. I know what beer that is. Okay, that's not even a tease anymore. There we go. All right, Zach, what about you? How are you doing? How's life?
I've been fighting a head cold the past 4 days, so I'm okay. I'm about at 70% right now, but
Day to day?
It's day to day, yeah.
Maybe keep him on the bench, but keep your eye open for that flex position.
Yeah, keep your eye open for the flex. Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
What are you guys drinking tonight?
Carrie, you go first since we already saw yours.
Dude, I had a
know.
tough option. I have 5 cans left in my entire apartment. 2 options. It's either Goose Island, again, still hanging around my apartment despite being very mediocre. So I had to go with the Michelob Ultra. Solid, safe. You're going to get. Probably have a Goose Island later, but for now, Michelob.
Every time you say it different, bro.
Hey,
Michelob.
Hey,
Michelob.
Michelob.
I've been similar. I know last week I was different, but I'll try something new next week. Just wait and see.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have something brand new. You have something brand new?
I don't have something brand new. It's a returning. Okay.
All right.
So it's not something brand new, but it is a returner, and it is one of the best beers.
Liechtenstein Werner Burger.
It's a returner. It's a Samuel Adams Oktoberfest.
Oh, classic! Those are so good. That's one of the best parts of this time of the year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it's getting back to football season. I was in Kroger the other day. I saw this, and I was like, I have to pick me up some Samuel Adams Oktoberfest.
And it's crazy because you go out to eat, you go to wherever, and they always got it on sale. It's $4 for it's a great deal. I don't know. It's a great best part of the year.
It is such a good beer.
Mm-hmm. I'm walking through Total Wine as I do. I told myself I'm gonna buy the prettiest can, the prettiest bottle, whatever.
You saw Corona Light?
I actually no. These were all craft. These were all international cans you would have never seen. But I said I was going to buy the prettiest one, most appealing. And I saw one, and it's actually probably the ugliest. But it's it's my little ugly duckling. It is a Harpoon Flannel Friday. Check this out.
That is the ugliest bottle I've ever seen.
That is
guys, what's my favorite kind of beer?
That's a grandpa sweater on a beer right there.
Favorite kind of beer?
Yeah.
Breakfast beer.
No. My favorite kind.
Oh. Is it a Belgian white?
Good beer.
No. You're thinking not brand. My favorite kind of beer. Do I like stouts? Do I like lights? Do I like ambers? Do I like sour?
You like ambers.
There it is. So yeah, this is a hoppy amber. So I saw this. It caught my eye.
You popped
I need hang on. I need a can of bottle.
You're doing great.
All right. Well. To start the show off, we're going to talk about the NFL 100, top 100 players. Top
let me just say,
50 through. Hold on. Let me intro it first. The top 50 through 21 were revealed this past Sunday. Top 20 will be revealed this Sunday.
Oh, no.
Carrie, you have some thoughts.
Let me just say, whoever made this list should be fired and thrown off a bridge. Somehow,
what'd you say, Trevor?
Nobody cares about Trevor. Somehow, Zach's horrid list last week of his top 20 players, check out last week's episode, is somehow better than the top 100 list. I don't know how.
It's much better.
Somehow. No.
And you know what, Carrie? I think your list is still better than this. This is terrible.
Yes. Trevor, what's going on in your life right now?
What's wrong with your beer?
It's from Boston. I hate Boston.
Oh, man.
Harvard Yard. Get some beers at Harvard Yard.
What?
Yeah.
You good?
No. but I got 2 of them, and probably never gonna get that again. So, yeah.
All right, let's each pick a couple parts of this list we hate.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins behind Mac Jones. I'm a Patriot fan. Mac Jones was good his rookie year. But why is Mac Jones ahead of Kirk Cousins?
That's an excellent question.
No reason why. Come on.
Listen, I hate Kirk Cousins as much as the next guy. I hate on him almost weekly. But, and I'll probably lowball him. And if I were to lowball him, he's at least top 80. Like, at the very worst, he's top 80. So 99 was really crazy to see.
They put him one spot above a fullback in Kyle Juszczyk and 5 spots behind a kicker.
Yeah.
That is just disrespectful. Come on.
So, speaking of the kicker, probably my least favorite, okay?
Bro, there's at least
they put, so I want to name some players, and then I want you to tell me who they put behind these players, okay? First, we're going to go with Mac Jones. We're going to go with, God dang, James Conner.
James Conner should not be on this list.
I think he was 66.
Just because he had cancer doesn't mean he's good at football.
Next, we're going to go Justin Tucker. What players behind all 3 of these players? There's not that many.
CeeDee Lamb. I don't know.
CeeDee Lamb.
That's another one I could not believe.
Like, as good as he played last year, as incredible as he played last year, you're putting him behind James Conner, Justin Tucker, and Mac Jones? Are you kidding me?
There's so many bad, Trey Hendrickson at 78. He's a top 50 player.
And if we go toward the top of the list.
All right. All 3 of us, I think, agreed Zach Martin was, we had them all at least top 15. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
He was 68.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
They don't get it. They've never had to play offensive line a day in their life.
Exactly.
They've never had to block Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
All right. What are your thoughts on this one? I just mentioned Trey Hendrickson. Him and Max Crosby, they're pretty close. Would you agree?
Hendrickson's better.
They had Max Crosby 20 spots ahead of Hendrickson.
Yeah, that's insane.
Who even does this? Xavier Howard at 56?
Yeah, Xavier Howard at 56 and Trayvon Diggs at 23, 24. I get he led the league in interceptions, but, he's not a great cover guy.
Matthew Judon at 52? I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah, the biggest one, one of the bigger ones for me is Jamar Chase behind Trayvon Diggs.
That's crazy.
It was all the interceptions is what it was,
That's crazy.
Who is making this list? Do you not know ball? Do you just know interceptions?
You don't know ball at all. Derwin James, 43?
That's so bad. That's so bad.
He hasn't played that much. That's why I get him being docked, but he's talented, everybody healthy. Yeah, he's top 25.
At least, yeah.
But yeah,
he gets over Nick Chubb?
Yeah, that I didn't get that.
Quentin Nelson, 28? Zach, Nick Bosa, 25. Lamar Jackson at
Mark
36.
Andrews. Mark Andrews ahead of Lamar Jackson.
Zach, you George Kittle high, too. They had him at 22.
Yeah.
Come on.
Lamar at 36 is just disrespectful.
Joe Burrow at 21 and Herbert at 40.
Yeah,
there's not that big of a gap. Come on.
There is.
No.
Yes, there is.
Stop.
Yes, there is.
No.
Yes, there is.
Stop.
Yes, there is.
I
That's
could see them put it. You know what? If you put Burrow and have a Herbert, I'm not going to hate you for it. But it's close.
No, it's not.
Apart. No. Herbert is not 3 spots above freaking Dak Prescott.
Dak's actually better than Herbert, but we don't have to
Stop.
get into
Off the show right
I'm
now.
serious.
Stop.
Dak is number 6.
Yeah,
Herbert
really.
is anywhere from 7 to 9.
Stop. All right.
Just stop.
All right.
Dak was in the playoffs.
What,
All
3 years ago?
Yeah.
And last year, baby.
Yeah, he had a great appearance last year in the playoffs, bud.
Oh, he was in the playoffs last year. Shit, I forgot. He played so
Really?
shitty.
Hey, he played better than Kyler Murray, so...
And
Yeah.
he played better than Justin Herbert, who didn't play in the playoffs ever. Whatever.
Okay. You need to calm down there, bud. We're
right.
about to have an argument.
So top 20 coming next week. Let's just do What do you guys think will be one last crazy prediction in the top
What
20?
did you say? Top 20 what next week?
The
Top
top 20
20
come out next week. The top 20
Yeah.
out of this
Oh.
list.
Do you guys have
I
any
predict.
crazy drops?
Hear me out. I predict. This list is so shitty. I predict that Aaron Donald won't be number 1.
I think he
There's
will.
no way he's not.
Unless they put like Brady or Rodgers, but like they're gonna put AD. I'm interested to see how they value running backs because Kerry did not respect running backs in his list at all.
True.
I'm interested to see how they do, but you really never know. This list top 20 could be full of surprises.
Yeah. I mean, they put Dalvin Cook above Nick Chubb, so I mean.
There's at least like 25 things I see a problem with on here.
Yeah.
It just makes me ashamed to be alive, honestly.
Russ was pretty low too.
Okay, I agree with that though. I mean, he did not play that great last year.
Hey, at least Deshaun Watson wasn't on here.
Unless he's top 20?
Yeah, unless he's top 20.
Yeah, I don't put it past him at this point.
Yeah, he can't put it past him.
By the way, did you guys see that social media post from Browns fans?
Yeah. Insane. You talking about the signs?
Yeah.
What did it say?
It said, fuck them hoes, free Watson.
Insane. Goodness.
And it was a dad making his kid hold up that sign.
Not just a kid.
Yeah.
A little boy, a son who's not more than 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, no, he can't be older than 8 or 9.
Like, man.
Cleveland. You wonder why you haven't been to the playoffs many times? Part of it's your fan base, you fucking morons.
And nobody wants to live in Cleveland. What's so exciting about Cleveland? I've never heard anybody say, I'm going on vacation to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Shout out to Joakim Noah. What do we care? You got any closing thoughts on this NFL Top 100? Anything we might see in the top 20?
It sucks. I hate it, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
All right. So we're getting into the main topic on this show. We're going to talk underrated versus overrated teams by division. Kerry, what division we starting off with?
We're doing players, not teams.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was.
Wait, we're doing players? Shit.
Zach, you could just be the reactions guy. Or no, give your teams too.
I'll give my teams and I'll pick a player. I'll pick a player and I can pick a player.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, we'll let me and Trevor go first for these just because Zach can't do his homework, I guess.
Zach, give me the division.
I did my homework. I just thought we were doing something else. Okay. AFC South.
AFC South. We're doing underrated first.
Underrated first. Yep.
Mine is Jonathan Grenard, a rusher for the Houston Texans. He missed the first 8 or 9 games of the year, and then he finished the year with 8 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. He was either a Pro Bowler or he should have been. But looking forward to a healthy season from him. 8 sacks in 8 games for a second-year player. He might be a rookie last year. I don't know. But that's tremendous too. A lot of people don't know his name. So
I feel like there's a University of Florida bias right there.
Oh, you went to UF? I didn't even know that.
No, I wondered.
But still, he borderline made the Pro Bowl. I don't know if he actually did, but he was up there. He might have been a snub. But yeah, he's my underrated for the AFC South. Houston Texans.
Okay.
I get a Houston Texans as well. Davis Mills.
That's so lame.
So bad.
What a baby pig.
Best rookie QB last season.
Sophomore.
Third round pick? I think he's going to break out the season, keep his QB job, and lead the Texans to 7 wins. What?
Who else do they have? They got Brandon Cooks. Who else does he have to throw the ball to? Just silence.
Oh my God, that was funny.
I don't know if you can break out with just Brandon Cooks though.
They got John Mechie, but then he got leukemia and he can't play. So
yeah, they got Damian Pierce though, a guy I would keep your eyes on for fantasy.
Yeah, but, Davis Mills had nobody last year and he played well. I think he's gonna do as well this year. I mean, their team sucks, but I think Davis Mills is a good quarterback.
I don't know if playing good with Brandon Cooks is gonna boost you to 7 wins, but you never know.
Hey, you never know.
All right, this is a guy I feel like everybody's sleeping on because he had a bad year last year.
Oh my God, if he said Trevor Lawrence, shut up.
It's gonna be Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is being underrated right now.
Sucks, dude.
Trevor Lawrence is going to take I'm going to go out on a limb here. He's going to take the biggest second-year leap out of anyone in NFL history because of the absolute shit show he had to endure last season with Urban Meyer as his head coach, keeping James Robinson off the field. You're going to see a lot more balanced play calling because Doug Peterson understands, one, James Robinson's a good running back, and they're going to keep him on the field as much as possible. And two, he's got more weapons this year. They've got a better O-line than they did last year. Their defense is better than it was last year. I don't understand why everyone's sleeping so much on... Huh?
They're the worst team in the AFC still.
I'm going to tell you right now. They don't finish last in the division. They don't finish last.
They beat the Texans. Second worst in the AFC.
Houston's going to finish last in the division. I have them high end. I have them finishing second in the division.
What the hell
over the Colts?
Smoking right now.
Over the Colts.
No Zach, what are you doing with your life, bud?
Not my Colts. This year they're my Colts. My Broncos, my Colts, my Ravens, my Bucks.
Bro, Trevor Lawrence sucks. If that was any other quarterback last season that wasn't named Trevor Lawrence, everyone would be trashing him. But just because his name's Trevor Lawrence and he's great in college, everybody gives him a go.
Oh, yeah. It's not because he didn't have the worst NFL head coach in NFL history. It's not that. It's not that. It's not the fact his offensive line sucked. It's not the fact that...
He was supposed to be the best QB prospect since Manning. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that?
Gary, that's why people aren't writing him off yet.
They were hyping him up to be the best. Right?
Okay.
Does it matter the situation?
Yes! Are you crazy?
Sucked.
Why? Okay, why didn't Drew Brees win 4 Super Bowls as Chargers quarterback?
Drew Brees wasn't as badly high hyped as Trevor Lawrence.
But the situation doesn't matter, Kerry. If he's actually that good, then he should win all the Super Bowls, right? With the Chargers, instead of being a fucking backup. Because the situation fucking matters.
Last year. He was the worst starting quarterback in the NFL last year.
No, that is just categorically untrue.
It doesn't even matter.
Categorically untrue. We got freaking ghosts seeing Sam Darnold up there in Carolina, and you're talking about Trevor Lawrence is the worst starting
years. But Trevor Lawrence looks like a fucking pig throwing a football to a cow.
Yo, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Zach, get ready for my overrated list.
Okay. Get ready. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, what division next for underrated?
Underrated, we're gonna go stay in the AFC. We're gonna go AFC North.
I'll make sure we go the same order too. So I got them all written down in the order. AFC North, I'll go underrated. Evan McPherson, man.
Oh my
God. He had one bad
game. Not underrated.
He missed 3 or 4. He's the best kicker in the NFL.
Underrated?
Stop.
Who says he's underrated? Who?
He's the best kicker in the NFL.
Isn't?
He underrated. There. You just proved my point.
No, you're just idiotic as always.
Gary, he had a bad game against the Packers where he missed 4 kicks. Rest of the year, he missed 1 kick.
Bro, he's a rookie. Everybody thinks he's one of the best young kickers in the NFL.
But he's not one of the best young kickers in the NFL. He's the best kicker in the NFL.
You need to stop. This is the worst underrated pick ever. He's actually rated highly. This is a guy that's rated highly. Everyone thinks will do well. Why is he on the
But he's not going to do
list?
well. He's going to do great. He is the best kicker in the NFL.
No, he's...
Okay, you're underrating him. Thank you.
If you honestly think Justin Tucker is worse than him, please leave the show right now, go live in a box, and reevaluate your life. Good God.
Kerry, who's your most underrated in the AFC North?
I had a huge issue picking between these two guys, so I went to option A, Trey Hendrickson. He was very underrated on the top 100 list. Yeah. He's a top pass rusher in the NFL. He's on the level of the Bosa's, but I think people tend to put him a level below.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like people think he's pretty good, so like he's not that underrated, but like he's on that higher tier that people think.
Yeah.
So I can fully choose him, Next one, T. Higgins. He's definitely overshadowed Jamar Chase. I think he's one of the better young receivers in the NFL.
Yep.
And, if Chase wasn't there, Trevor fights me in this all days, but Higgins would be one of the top receivers in the NFL. It was just, if Burrow had just Higgins and Boyd, Higgins would be putting up huge numbers in Cincy.
I that would be my pick too. Is
I like that.
T. Higgins. He is so clearly like route running, hands, everything. He's one of the best young receivers in the NFL. If they can keep that core in Cincy, that's going to be a really, really hard core to beat. Now, it's going to be tough to keep them all when time comes to pay the check, but that's a tough core to beat in terms of quarterback, wide receivers.
That's insane for Burrow. I mean, Chase year 2, Higgins year 3. They're just going to get better from here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Burrow bailed as always. Trevor, you want to come out of your box now?
So what are we on? We're on
love to.
AFC East.
AFC East.
Underrated. AFC East.
Trevor?
I have an honorable mention. This is the only one I have an honorable mention for, I think.
Oh, by the way, I want to say that my underrated team, just because I put it down, I think the underrated team in the AFC North is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah?
I think that they're going to do better than people think this year.
You're never going to catch me praising this.
Have they ever had a losing season with Tomlin? I don't think so.
Yeah. If you catch me praising the Pittsburgh Steelers, just wait for your alarm clock to go off.
Kenny Pickett looks good. He's looked good so far.
Yeah.
His little hands. I don't trust any quarterback that throws the gloves on. I don't care.
Peyton Manning?
I don't care. I have 2 honorable mentions. My first honorable mention, 2 honorable mentions total. This is one of my honorable mentions. Kadarius Toney. Love him. New York Giants.
We're in the AFC East.
Oh, I thought you said NFC East. Well, pretend I didn't say that. AFC East. Underrated. Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, my God.
Yes, sir.
No.
Improves every year. He doesn't take drastic steps, but he improves every year. And he's going to silence some haters this year. And he's got Tyreek Hill, the number 2 quarterback helper in the NFL. Keep sleeping, Zach. And that alarm clock is not going to go off. Because that alarm clock is not going to sound like beep, 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 beep. That alarm clock is going to sound like touchdown Miami Dolphins, Tua connects for a 70-yard bomb.
Hey, Zach.
It's one of the worst deep pass throws in the NFL, and he's going to connect on a 70-yard bomb.
Wait, bro. Zach can buy us some Hawaiian beer soon. I forget what the bet was, but it's going to happen.
I think it was like
30 TDs or something.
30 TDs and something amount of picks.
30 TDs.
Who else you got, Trevor?
What?
Who else? Was he your honorable mention or actual one?
He was my actual.
Oh, God.
He was my actual one.
All right. This one was 50-50 for me. I couldn't pick between the 2. Mac Jones. He's kind of my underdog. If you look at the top 100 list, he's overrated as hell.
Yes.
If you go on Twitter, he's underrated.
Everyone overrates him, but I think he's underrated.
Yeah.
People either hugely overrate him or hugely underrate him. He had a very good rookie season, much better than any of the other rookies. But
you just said Davis Mills had the best quarterback rookie season.
Yeah. First round rookies.
Okay.
And people trash him. They're like, he's terrible. He's not.
He's not
he
terrible.
He had a very good rookie. For rookie standards, he had a good rookie year. But if you look on Twitter, people are trashing him all day long. So he's probably my honorary mention for AFC East.
I'm going to trash him real fast. Actually, I'm not going to trash him yet. Go ahead.
Sure.
All
right. And my main one, best young safety in the NFL, probably going to be a top 3 safety this year, Javon Holland from the Dolphins.
Great pick.
He's
Nando
very
loves
underrated.
him. Great pick.
Yeah.
This year,
nobody even knows that he's not a household name yet, and he should be.
He's picked off Tua like 20 times. It's pretty.
That's shocking. Tua throwing interceptions. Never heard of her.
He's not. That's his teammate. That's not an interception. That's his teammate.
Zach, who you got?
So, first I want to go out and point out that I have the New England Patriots being my my underrated team in that division.
Stop making. No, it's okay. Kerry's not here.
Yeah, he's not here. It's fine. And I think my most underrated player, who I think's actually going to have a breakout year this year, is Gabriel Davis for the Buffalo Bills. I think he's going to go
That's
off
hot.
this season.
That's hot. Playoff Gabe Davis last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was on a podcast this last week. I'm not gonna plug it because it wasn't really I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But yeah, we talked about Gabe Davis. He's in my top 30 fantasy wide receivers. I think he's somewhere around 27.
Yeah.
And then I have Diggs, who's number 5 or 6. So having
I think Diggs is going to attract a lot of attention because he's Stephon Diggs. And that's going to leave a lot of room for Gabriel Davis, who's a very good wide receiver.
Yeah, I think Gabe Davis we see somewhere between 800 to 1,000 yards and then something north of 7 touchdowns. I like it.
But I have seen people overrating him. I think he's a good receiver, but I have seen people, because of his insane playoff game, I think people think he's going to go off this year. Like, I think he's going to have a pretty good year, but I think people tend to see he's going to, like, put up Stephon Diggs numbers this year.
I think he'll be a top 3 wide receiper, too.
Yeah.
He'll be better than
wide receiver, too, like T. Higgins type numbers. But I don't think people think he's like.
What about Mike Williams type numbers? Because those are better.
Mike Williams sucks. He's carried by Justin Herbert. Because he's a better quarterback.
All right.
It's debatable.
Next. We're gonna.
He has a better quarterback, so Herbert's better than Josh Allen?
What?
No, he literally said the opposite.
T. Higgins. I was talking about T. Higgins, bud.
I thought you were talking about Gabe Davis. All right. My bad. So where are we at? AFC West?
AFC West.
My underrated. Ooh, y'all aren't gonna like mine, so I'm gonna let Kerry go first.
This is a hard one. I think Derek Carr has been underrated, but I think people this season people have kind of like admitted he's underrated. So even though this guy was rated pretty high in the NFL top 100, I'm gonna go with Max Crosby. I think he's one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, and honestly, I might take him over Bosa at this point.
Which one?
He's just I'd take him over Joey.
Okay.
I think Nick is better, but I think I'd take him over Joey, and he's pretty close to Nick's. But he's one of the best passers in the NFL. Doesn't really get the hype as much as the other guys, but he's a beast.
Yeah.
And he has 2 X's on his name. That's pretty cool.
That makes him better.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 X's.
I'm not gonna.
Trevor has 2 X's.
All right. Moving right along. All right. So I'm gonna do mine in charades, and I'm gonna see if you guys can do it for me. All right, ready?
Justin Herbert.
No!
Juju?
Yes! Juju!
No.
Yeah. No, don't sleep on Juju. He had some bad quarterback situations. He had that 1,400-yard year. He might do it again. It's Patrick Mahomes, baby.
If Juju was still on the Steelers, he'd be the 4th best wide receiver in the Steelers this year.
But he's not, and I don't care about theoreticals. He's getting 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns this year.
Want to make a bet on that?
No.
Yeah, let's do that.
How about 1,007?
Nope.
I don't think it was about. I think it's gonna be Hardman. Or what's his name? What's the Scott? Is it Sky Moore or whatever the guy's name is?
Yeah.
AFC West. Golly.
Please say Herbert. Please say Herbert. Please say Herbert. Please say.
I would say Herbert.
I'll go get in my box again. If you
I would say Herbert, but the problem is a lot of people do rate him pretty high. Where he deserves it.
True.
So I'm gonna go with someone on the team that I picked as my underrated team, which is the Las Vegas Raiders, and I'm gonna go with one of the best route runners in the NFL, Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah.
Nick Adams live on the podcast tonight.
Nick Adams.
No, I mean,
Ladies
think
and
about
gentlemen,
it. No
welcome
one.
Nick Adams to the shop.
So here, can we all at least acknowledge that Hunter Renfrow is a very, very good route runner?
He is.
Yeah. Now with someone able to take that wide receiver 1 spot, a legit wide receiver 1 like Devontae Adams, I think he's going to have a very good season this year as an outlet pass. All right, now we're heading down south again to the NFC South. Who's your guys' player? NFC South.
I haven't gone first. Let me go first.
All right.
Last year, at this point, I think I put him in our overrated episode. Now I'm switching. Baker Mayfield.
Ooh.
People
Okay.
He's a very good game manager.
Wait, do you want to get on the train or no? Because I'm already on the train. Do you want to get on the train?
Kind of, but not really.
I'm like hanging on with a hand. I'm hanging on with a hand. I can let go at any moment, but I'm back on the Baker train.
He's like a top 15, maybe somewhere in that range quarterback.
Yeah.
I got a good seat. I got on.
Act like he's like terrible now. They're like, oh, he's the bottom 5 quarterback. No, Baker's.
I was watching for whatever reason. I was watching Skip and Shannon highlights, and Shannon Sharp was saying he's like 25th best quarterback in the league, and I'm like, oh
no,
what?
Baker was hurt all year last year. As much as I trashed him last year, he's still a decent quarterback. He
had a torn labrum in his left shoulder. You can't pivot.
Like he's in that like Matt Ryan Tannehill level. Like he's good. He's not a great quarterback, but if you give him, an O-line running game, he's gonna perform.
No, he is so much better than Ryan Tannehill.
I agree, but he's gonna. I think he's gonna surprise people.
Healthy. The problem is like with Baker and Tannehill, it's kind of hard to compare. Both had bad years last year, but like if you look at 2020, they're pretty close.
But why did Baker have a bad year?
Because he was hurt.
Why did Tannehill have a bad year?
Because he didn't have any weapons.
Because he sucks.
He had no wide receivers or tight ends. This is Tannehill's prove it or lose it year. Would you agree on that?
He's gonna lose it.
He's not good.
Malik Willis will be the starter week 18.
No.
He'll be starting week 18.
Next year, maybe.
Week 18. I'll put a bet on it right now. Week 18 of the season, Malik Willis is a starting quarterback.
But if they're not in the hunt for the playoffs, I don't think they would risk him getting hurt.
I think they'll be in the hunt.
I think they would just to see how he plays in an NFL game.
But he's been scared to throw the ball in the preseason. But if it's late, I could see it.
I like Tannehill. I think he's a decent quarterback. He's not a great one, but he's a decent one. But I think Willis will be their starting quarterback next year.
Okay.
And at best, Tannehill goes to some mediocre team as a QB1, or heads up as high quality backup like Case Keenum type guy.
I would take Jimmy over Tannehill too.
All right, I'm gonna go. Again, I'm going to this. The team I picked as my most underrated team is the Atlanta Falcons.
You say Marcus Mariota, please get off the ball.
And I'm gonna say Marcus Mariota.
I actually saw a Bleacher Report article that had him as the worst starting quarterback in the NFL.
I promise.
Yeah, I probably wrote that. Yeah.
I promise he won't be.
Yeah, talk to me. What's going on with this one?
So hold on 1 second. Let me look at who they play week 1. They play New Orleans.
He's gonna start.
I need to be a little.
I'm gonna put a bet on week 1 right here. I'm gonna put a bet on
please
week 1.
Do. Yeah. I'm taking this bet. What's the bet?
Desmond Ridder looked insane, and I think Desmond Ridder will be starting by week 5.
Wow.
I'm going to put a bet down on week 1. Atlanta Falcons beat New Orleans Saints in Atlanta.
No.
And Marcus Mariota throws for at least 230 yards.
No.
Wow. I'll take that.
Okay.
Where's my bet? I'll take that.
I saw a tweet today.
What are we betting for? What do I have to do?
Okay, so New Orleans, it's spicy, it's Cajun. I want you to take 2 shots of hot sauce on the air.
Fair.
I saw a tweet today.
What about me? What is mine?
All right, if Atlanta wins, you have to come up here to Gainesville and do the show live with me right here.
400 plane flight.
That makes me want to change my bet.
Yeah, that two things.
Fine. I'll change it. But there's nothing really that's Atlanta. Oh, how about this? You have to perform a live rap of Rap God by Eminem.
Let's bring Trevor the Rap.
In that hoodie, zipped up the same way it is right now.
Yes.
I have belief in my Jameis Winston, my New Orleans Jameis Winston. I believe.
By the way, I think New Orleans is going to be good this year.
Quick
I do
question.
think New Orleans is going to
Second
be
in the
pretty good.
division, I agree.
I saw a tweet. Saints starting out the season 5-0. What do you guys thought? Let's look at this schedule.
Well, obviously, I
Wait.
can't believe that, but
Trevor, the
Yeah,
actual
Zach has
realism.
a contractual obligation to not believe that.
They play the Falcons week 1. Well, Trevor's biased, but they play the Bucks in New Orleans week 2, and we all know Brady has struggled against New Orleans.
No, he just did last year. But
Then they play Carolina, the Vikings, and the Seahawks. That is a
you know
very
the Carolina Panthers are like the best team in the NFL, like the first 4 weeks of the season.
last year.
when they had a really weak schedule coming out of the gate, too.
That's a very easy schedule for the Saints.
It
I can
is.
see them going 4-1 or 5-1.
It is a pretty easy schedule starting out, but they're going to drop week 1 to they're going to go 4-1, drop week 1. They're going to start 4-1.
I have seen reports that Jameis might not be ready week 1, and it might be Andy Dalton.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's
230 yards, Marcus Mariota.
All right, my underrated. This was my second and last honorable mention. Because I joined the train 2 weeks ago. I also had Baker Mayfield as my honorable mention.
That's an honorable mention for me as well.
So much hate.
Yeah.
These past few weeks, months. I got on the train 2 weeks ago. Zach, are you officially on with me?
I'm hanging on. Like I'm on one of the
So
railings.
you caught up to the train and you just grabbed it. You just got to swing yourself on, but you haven't done that yet.
I want to see him week 1, and then I'll make my
Do
decision.
you want me to help you up, or do you want to swing yourself on?
I want you to help me up if they win week 1 at against Cleveland.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And Carrie's running in the distance. He's catching up, but he's not here yet.
He's not here yet. Yeah.
My number one. I'm interested to get your thoughts on this. Even Carrie. What do you guys think about Cameron Brate this year?
No. Every year people think he's going to be good. He's not.
No, because they were giving so many useless reps to one of the biggest draft busts of all time, O.J. Howard.
They have Kyle Rudolph. He's so
Who
mid.
is awful,
They're
by
both
the way.
each other out.
He hasn't been good since 2018.
So I will say this. From what I've heard, because I've been watching a lot of NFL stuff lately. I've been doing my research.
You were going in depth on the Jags earlier.
But from what I heard, they brought in Kyle Rudolph as a blocking tight end, not a receiving tight end.
Right.
They brought him in to help block when they have loaded sets, not to receive passes. Now, that's not saying he's not going to catch passes from Tom Brady, because we know how Brady loves throwing to tight ends. But I don't think he's going to steal too many catches away from Cameron Brate.
Bro, it's been, 4 years since we've been waiting for the breakout for either Brate or Howard?
That's not true, because last time Cameron Brate was tight end 1, he had a great year with Jameis. And then O.J. Howard came in and just ruined everything.
They both suck.
No, they don't. And he's underrated
All right.
in here this year.
Next, we're going with the NFC North.
All right.
This was a hard one for me.
I'll go first because
hard one
this
for
was
me
a very
too.
hard one. So I was looking at a lot of players. I was trying to twist an agenda around, and I got to AJ Dillon trying to find players that were overrated, and I got to AJ Dillon and I was blown away. I mean, I knew he was a physical back. I knew he was good. This guy has amazing stats. His average is well over 4 yards a carry. He rushed for at least 800 yards, and he's a threat out of the backfield too. He's huge. He's a red zone back. He's a goal line back.
Yep.
And, there's no Devontae who got a lot of attention in the red zone last year. So it's going to be a lot of Tanyan in the red zone. It's going to be Aaron Jones in the red zone. And A.J. Dillon is going to get a lot of scores this year. And I didn't know he could catch the ball as well as he can, especially being an RB2.
Yeah.
Extremely underrated. I don't know if the NFL underrates him, but I definitely did until today.
Okay. I don't hate that.
I'm going to go with Jared Goff. He'd be the best team in the NFC North.
Yes, sir. Jared Goff love.
People continually
I love
trash
this
him.
show. Huh?
People trash him all day long.
Facts.
They act like he's terrible. No, if
Facts.
you put him in the right system, he's a good quarterback. The Lions have a
He's
top
an okay
five.
quarterback.
Lions have a top 5 O line in the
I
NFL.
think he's better than Ryan Tannehill. I will
He's
say that. I
weapons.
think he is better than Ryan Tannehill.
Zach, I saw an article that they put him as the 26th best quarterback in the NFL.
That's wild. That's terrible.
He's
If you ever hear me or Carrie slandering Jared Goff, go outside, get on top of the highest building you can find, and jump off because you're sleeping. and you'll be able to fly.
You saw this guy, exactly. You saw this guy with the Rams. You give him a good O-line, you give him good weapons, he's going to do well.
I love Jared. His girlfriend is overrated, though. She is not that hot.
In hell, get out of here!
No, she's overrated.
No.
She's not that hot.
Wait. I
Get
need to
out
make a
of
decision
here.
on
No,
this.
I
You
should
are
put her on
fired
that list.
clearly.
No, I'm
Don't you
pulling
ever
her in.
disrespect her like that.
She is my honorable
Hold on.
mention for
Jared
overrated.
Goff.
She's going to be my honorable mention for overrated.
That is horrible right there.
No,
Hold on,
I'm
let me see,
slandering
let me
her.
see.
That is embarrassing.
Images.
Let's get Zach, the guy that's engaged, to be the final judge.
That is horrid.
What's the rating on her out of 10?
Easily 9.5.
I haven't seen her in a while, but she's not close to a 9.5.
What are you even talking about? She's so hot.
I give her a 7.
Zach,
That's fair. That's fair.
you guys are racist, and I don't
She's
want
above average. She's attractive.
She's a model. What are you talking about?
She's attractive. Not the most
She's
attractive
a
person I've ever
She's
seen.
attractive. She's a model. What are you talking about?
Jared Goff living his best life in Detroit. He's probably the only person in Detroit having a good life right now. Everybody else is just dying of starvation and whatever, but...
Let's not take it in that direction at all. So,
All right. Zach, what you got?
So first off, I want to say Detroit Lions are my most underrated team this year.
they spent a lot of money on their offense.
Wait. Are the Detroit Lions the official team of Beerly this year? I feel like all of us are rooting for
Bro,
them this
if you
year.
have seen Hard Knocks, you should know damn well they're the official team of Beer League.
Hey,
this
I
year.
rooted for them. Remember when I rooted for them every week last year and you all hated me? This is the year of the Lions. Just get ready.
They're
I'll
probably
tell
my
you
favorite team in that division.
I'll tell you what. This guy don't even know his name. You don't know his name. I know his name because I've seen Hard Knocks, okay? And I'm telling you right now, this guy might not start a single down at linebacker. But I love this man. Malcolm Rodriguez. I fucking love this guy. I have to put him on the list because I fucking love this guy. Okay,
Is he from Hard Knocks?
Yes!
I gotta check it out because I've never heard of that guy before.
Yes. So he's like a 6th round pick out of Oklahoma State linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "What's your favorite part of? How do you feel about training camp?" Was like the first question they asked on the show. His answer, "I love it. I get to hit people," and I was like, "Hell yeah, bro!"
Dan Campbell gotta love that guy, bro.
And he's been doing impressive things in Hard Knocks, so maybe he will see some action. But
I like that.
But they were reviewing a play from practice, and he did just like a textbook move linebackers do. He breaks in, sees the hole open, backs out, and then comes straight through the hole. And
that is insane.
Straight through the hole.
No.
No, we're clipping that. That's getting clipped. What timestamp are we at right now?
You just gotta come straight through the hole, man.
Straight through the hole? That's insane. We gotta be.
So in the linebackers room, they were like, "Wow, this guy." The linebackers coach said he was talking to the other coaches, and he said that is the best execution of that play that they had seen their entire time there. And I was like, hell yeah. Malcolm Rodriguez, most underrated player in the division. Detroit Lions, most underrated team in the division.
Wow.
We should add to our, by the way, what we're doing next week, our way too early NFL award predictions. We should add an award for most likely to come straight in the hole.
All right, Zach, what division next?
Next up, we got the NFC East.
The
NFC least. Let's get it.
Trevor?
My pick
You
should be
guys
obvious.
already heard mine. My honorable mention, Kadarius Toney, and then my Dak Prescott was my most underrated.
What?
What? No, he's not.
He is
Zach
not
is
underrated.
funny.
That is the
He's the
worst.
6th ranked quarterback in the NFL.
He's
Number
the what?
6. Number 6. See, you're underrating him right now.
Oh my
He's
God.
not even
You guys
top.
have proved my point twice.
He's not a top 10 quarterback.
See, you're
He
underrating
might
him
be
right
top 10.
now.
He might be top 10.
No, he's not. He's
Here, you're
terrible.
underrating him right now, and I just said he's
Kirk
underrated.
Cousins is better than Dak Prescott.
I can't say
always.
that. I can't
Yes,
say that.
he is.
All right. What is your pick, Kerry?
Zach's gonna love this one so much. Carson Wentz.
Yes! Let's go, Kerry! Yes!
Carson Wentz.
Love this guy!
Enemies
Very good
become
numbers.
friends.
He had 2 terrible games to finish out the season, and that's why everybody's like downplayed him since then. But you look at his numbers, first 15 games, he's pretty good.
I will say.
He's the best Washington quarterback they've had since Cousins.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's one of the. For some reason, there's certain players, certain QBs in the NFL, fans just like love to hate. They're like, oh, he's terrible. They like compare him to like Daniel Jones. Yeah. They were like, oh, he's
Daniel
awful,
Jones
but,
sucks.
bad quarterback.
Daniel Jones sucks. He cannot throw the football.
But like, there's quarterbacks like Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Tua. They're like, oh, they're the worst quarterback in the league. They're a Trevor Lawrence or some crap. But like, they're not that bad.
Rude.
All right. I'm going to agree with Kerry here. Carson Wentz has gotten so much fucking hate, and I'm sick of it. I want to let you guys know something, okay?
Is he a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts?
Ooh.
He's better. Don't even think about that.
No, he's not.
Yes,
It's close. It's close. I have to see one more year out of Jalen. I'm going to see one more year out of Jalen before I make my decision.
Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than
He's a fantasy quarterback.
Fast?
One can throw a football, one can run with it.
You don't even like Carson Wentz.
I don't care. He's miles better than Jalen Hurts.
Gardner
Minshew is miles better than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, you lost me.
Ace
I was
Keenum is
gonna
miles
argue with
better than
you.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback as much as Zach loves him. Tua is miles better than Jalen Hurts.
You lost me. I will say Tua
Also,
might be better.
Gardner Minshew, another great performance preseason last week. The man deserves to be starting, but for some reason, everybody hates Gardner Minshew.
Welcome back to the show, Nick Adams. Thanks.
Exactly.
All right. So, real quick, before we move on, I just want to point this out. Jonathan Taylor is a very good running back. Okay?
No.
Bro, hold on. Goddamn. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I want to point out the fact that he averaged 5.1 yards a carry in their loss to Jacksonville. And
Jacksonville.
He only got 15 carries. So who really lost that game? Was it Carson Wentz? Or was it the coaching staff only running Jonathan Taylor 15 times? Who really lost that game?
That was an Urban Meyer moment.
Also, the defense did not play very well. But we're moving
down
on.
to our last division?
Yep, NFC West. NFC West. Who you guys got?
I'll go first because Kerry's a ghost right now. Underrated. This guy is to me, he's a borderline wide receiver one. The quarterback situation was different than any other situation in the NFL. DeAndre Hopkins is missing 8 games. I think Hollywood Brown is very underrated, and I think that's a very underrated addition, especially in the middle of the field where Kyler Murray loves to throw the ball. Hollywood Brown, if you can get him in fantasy, I really like that addition there. And I'm sad to see him go because I do like the Ravens. I like Lamar. I like watching them play. And he's extremely talented. He was an 1,000-yard receiver last year, and Lamar missed 4 games. But Hollywood Brown, I'm excited to see what he does in Arizona this year.
Okay.
Sure. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
All right. This one's very boring. I mean, nobody likes to talk about safeties. There's one safety in Seattle that's very overrated, but, I mean, everybody kind of agrees Jamal Adams is overrated.
No way.
But most underrated, Quandre Diggs.
I love that. I love you.
He's very good.
Dude, I had him on my Madden teams back in 2017.
He's probably the last good defensive player in Seattle at this point.
I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going to say Bradley McDougald. And I was going to be so happy.
Yeah,
I would have pulled my pants down if you said Bradley
All right,
McDougald.
so my most underrated player is also a Seattle Seahawk. And
dude, I know who you're going to say.
Who?
DK Lockett.
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. Underrated
Shut
as
up.
fuck.
Oh God.
Drew
Jeez
Lock is gonna be just fine this year, and everyone thinks he's gonna be ass. And because everyone thinks he's gonna be ass, and I think he's gonna be just fine. I think.
Define just fine.
Fair. I thought you were about to start talking reckless about Drew Lock, but what you just said was fair.
What stats would you say is just fine?
He plays the whole year. Give him, to be respectable, 38, 50, 26, and 12, 13.
I'd go 26 and 10, but the other numbers make sense to me.
I think he's throwing picks if he's playing the whole year. I think he's throwing picks.
I think that everyone looks at Drew Lock because of how bad he played in Denver, and I think that they're underrating him. You got to remember, Denver was a team that was built at the time to win a championship. That's a lot of pressure for a young guy, right? In Seattle, there are no expectations, right? No Seattle fan is thinking like, this is our year. No expectations, no spotlight. He's going to be allowed to grow and develop as a quarterback, and I think he's actually going to play better than a lot of people expect this year. I don't think this team's going to do very well. I don't think this team's going to... Yeah. I don't think their team's going to do very well. I think they're going to be pretty bad. But I think that everyone thinks Drew Lock is going to be benched by like week 7, and I think that I think that that's a little crazy to me.
Even though like people complain about the Seahawks line being bad, but it's not that much. The Broncos line has never been that good either, and like he's got 2 great wide receivers in Lockett and Metcalf. Yeah. So I don't think
and a decent running game. It's decent. It's a decent running game.
Zach, they have the worst running game in the NFL.
They're gonna have a decent running game. I promise.
Zach, who's their starting running back?
DJ Dallas.
Zach's a Miami fan, so he's gonna comment on that. They have 2 Miami running backs.
DJ Dallas, Travis Homer on third downs. I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
He does kick returns too.
Great face next time.
You know, the color red has really been growing on me lately.
All
right.
right.
Because I'm a Falcons fan. Wait, do you finally think Jordan's better than LeBron?
No. Better at what? Gambling, probably. Sure.
All right.
That's it for Underrated. We did some pick'em this week.
Yeah, we got some shout-outs.
Yeah, preseason, I think, what was it? Steelers, Eagles, Jets coming out victorious. Right. Sadly, I think we had 25% of our replies get it right.
Shout out to everybody that played, man. This was the first time we've done pick'em on Beerly Football. It started off a Beerly Hoops thing, and it just got more and more successful every week. And by the time it really caught traction, it was off season for the NFL. So we've been waiting to do this for you guys, and we finally did some preseason. We tested out waters a little bit, and I don't know the exact numbers, but I know we had at least 80 replies. 80 people played along. Is that right? So yeah, I think we got around 20 winners. So I want to do a few shout outs. At Pickens Playoffs, shout out for going 3 for 3. Keep listening to this episode because I got a little something special with my hand for you. John Galt 17, just a dude. Cameron Demler, go Bengals. We got Easy E 4011, straight out of Jersey. Squishy with a 1 _clan, my TikTok star. Logan Boynton loves Duck Dynasty. So shout out to Carrie's beard over there. Gil 69 MC. It's the average Joe. Shout out to the number 69. Cobadelphia. That is a sick name at Cobadelphia. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I'm legally required to say this. I put that crack in my crack. And then Rich _Rupnewski. Sorry if I butchered that, but attitude is everything. And then rounding it out, I'm going to do half. Carrie's going to do the other half. Ian Marshall start. So shout out to those 10 for going 3 for 3 and pick them. Make sure to play again next week. It's going to be a weekly thing. Hope to just keep it growing. Carrie, 11 through 20.
All right. Shout out to our winners. At Yankees, win please. Gianni, raise better, sadly, bud. All right. At Dylan, 6745 Live 1. He's a GPP pro. Good job this week, bro. At NAF Sports 2020, Nick. Great job, Nick. You do you. At Bizarre Ravens, no Lamar slander tonight. Good job, man. At Kashmir Curry, she's the mom to Blaze. Good job, Blaze. At Red Zone Insider, James Layton, doing great, man. At Laidback Mac, Kevin McNarma, man, another great job this week. 3 for 3, bro. At Football Know-It-All, member of the Beerly Fantasy League this year. Good job. You're a winner.
Layback Mac.
Playback Mac. My
Oh,
last
gotta give me him next time. He responds to every Beerly Hoops tweet. Yo,
Exactly.
shout out to Kevin. I love Kevin.
Lastly, my two boys, straight out of the best Beerly Fantasy League, the Beerly Carely League, both going 3 for 3 this league, both winners of the best league. At That Boy Good, SA, Pats Nation, what a guy, and Pack Rats 922. Packers fans, what goats? Good luck to you this year losing to me. Let's go. Congrats to all of you this week. 3 for 3. See you guys next week. Try to get a shout out again. We'll even give you better ones this time. All right, you ready for some overrated?
Let's go overrated.
Yeah. Same order, right?
Yeah, same order. Starting with the AFC South.
Yes, sir. Here, you go first.
Zach, who do you think?
This is so dumb. This is so dumb.
Trevor Lawrence.
That's so
He's
dumb.
He's supposed to be a generational quarterback.
So dumb.
He was the worst quarterback in the
That
NFL
is
last
so
year.
dumb.
He
That
was
is
terrible.
So dumb. That is the dumbest thing you have
If he
ever
wasn't
said.
Trevor Lawrence, everybody would be all over him every
That's so
week.
dumb.
No, he's Trevor Lawrence. He's going to be good one day. No, he's not. He's not that good.
Carrie,
He's
let's make a
not-
bet. Carrie,
he's
if you're
just
so
not.
sure, let's make a bet.
Reincarnated.
Let's make a bet. Let's make a bet.
Let's do it.
What do you want?
I want your life.
No. What
Yeah,
do you want
kill
for
you,
Trevor
yourself.
Lawrence? What would prove Trevor Lawrence is not overrated?
Let's say 30-plus TDs and a 2-to-1 or better touchdown interception ratio.
Deal.
Deal?
Yeah,
All
what do
right.
you want? What do you want?
Zach, we have so many bets. I'm like running out of stuff to think of. I will take 10 shots of alcohol live on air before an episode.
Jesus Christ.
Shots of what? Specify.
Any alcohol, any liquor.
Wow. Jeez Louise, bud. Hennessy?
Not paying for that.
It's $38. It's $38 for a handle at a
Any
Walmart.
liquor,
liquor
10
store.
shots before the episode. Zach, what's
If Trevor Lawrence doesn't do it, I will buy a Trevor Lawrence jersey
burn
and
it?
get it. No, I'll get it custom.
And say bust?
Yeah, I'll get it custom. Say bust.
Yes. I
Okay,
like that.
but you can't buy the cheapest liquor. You gotta buy good liquor because if I'm spending $50, whatever the fuck, to buy a Trevor Lawrence jersey, you gotta buy good liquor.
That's fair.
Good liquor. All liquor's good. $50.
Let me put on my my
I'll buy
bad boy
Hennessy.
hat.
I'll buy Hennessy.
Okay, there you go.
Deal.
See, wasn't that hard?
That works.
Hennessy
All right,
is good.
Trevor, who you got?
For overrated AFC South.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who do you think I got? He's not even top 20. Ryan Tannehill. I hate watching him play. He's overrated. Not top 20. He sucks. He's carried by Derrick Henry.
Top 20.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He
Easily.
might be. Barely.
You just said he is.
Huh?
Barely.
Trevor,
I said he might be barely.
They
He's
probably
not,
had the worst.
He's not barely,
they had the-
but he's barely top 20.
They had the worst receiving core in the NFL last year. Am I wrong?
I'm not just talking about last year. I've never been impressed by Ryan Tannehill. Even when they won a playoff game, it
He was a
wasn't
very
it
good
wasn't
quarterback
him.
2
It
years
was a
before
defense
that.
and Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
He was a very good quarterback 2 years
Usually,
before that.
give me a time
You can't
Ryan
say he's
Tannehill
not
has
top
won a
20
game.
years. There's no way he wasn't top 20 the 2 years before that.
Give me the last time Ryan Tannehill has won a game.
Give me
When's
a
the last
time when Ryan
Tannehill's won a game?
Tannehill, they leaned on Ryan Tannehill to win a game.
I don't know why you guys hate Ryan Tannehill. He
Because he sucks.
He had
Thank
a
you,
horrible
Trevor.
playoff game.
He's not a good quarterback. He's not
He's
talented.
a good quarterback.
No, he's not.
He's in the Baker Mayfield tier.
I got a
He's
different
AJ McCarron in
quarterback.
college.
I got a different quarterback in the AFC South. And that is Matt Ryan. I just don't get. I
don't hate that.
MVP.
I don't get
His
how
good-
much. Okay, the
His
Colts
career
got rid of
peak was
Wentz.
28-3.
Yeah, the Colts got rid of Wentz, okay, to make an upgrade. And the upgrade they made that's going to win them a championship is Matt fucking Ryan. Are you kidding me?
My Colts, yeah. He's a big upgrade from Carson Wentz.
No, he's not. He's just
He's
not a big
scared
upgrade.
to make any throw on the field. He can make every throw on the field. He's got a much bigger arm, a much more accurate arm. You're going to see. You'll see.
No.
Matt Ryan this year, my Indianapolis Colts, yeah. Yeah.
No.
What of my two
I think
biggest
Matt Ryan,
sleepers in the AFC?
I think they might win one more game. A single more game.
He definitely doesn't have the weapons outside of Jonathan Taylor, but I think he's going to perform much better than Carson Wentz.
That's ridiculous. But okay. What are you saying? Better than 27-7? Touchdown interception ratio?
He's throwing more than 27 touchdowns.
I don't think
touchdown
so.
to interception ratio better than 27-7?
I don't know about ratio, but I do know he's
okay.
throwing more.
So he's not going to be that
I don't
much
think
better.
he's going to throw more than 11 interceptions. But this is a completely different playbook. Carson, you can throw the ball anywhere you want with Matt Ryan. You can't do that with Carson Wentz.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Come on. That's just ridiculous.
I'm excited about AFC North. Did we all go for this one?
Yeah, we all went. All right, going AFC North.
Dude, I am so tired of hearing about somebody that has become overrated that hasn't even played a snap in the NFL regular seasons yet. Can people shut up about George Pickens, please?
Dude, he's insane. Shut up.
No.
He looks so good.
I don't care. It's training camp.
He's the next AB.
Exactly.
He's
Case
not.
proven. That's all I have to say. Point, case proven. There we go. That's all.
He looks good, but he's not. Deontay Johnson's better.
Thank you.
All right. Gary?
All right.
George Pickens. Guys, shut up about George Pickens.
This is a hard battle between two quarterbacks who are both very overrated. One is extremely carried by his wide receivers and skill players, and he's good, but he's carried. And the other one's just a great human being who really tries hard off the field.
Wait, quarterback?
He's struggled a bit the last couple of years. He really hasn't got much playing time.
Can I guess the quarterback?
He's just such a good individual off the field. He's really respectful to women. It's a really hard one, but who do you think, Trevor?
You said he's carried by his running backs and wide receivers?
Yeah.
Justin Herbert.
Is he playing the AFC West, AFC North?
No, go ahead. Who is it? Talk to me.
Deshaun Watson and Joe Burrow.
Shut
It's hard. Joe Burrow's very good, but he's not top 5.
Yes, he is. He's number 5.
Same thing with Deshaun Watson. He hasn't played in 2 years. He looked very awful.
He looked terrible. He looked terrible.
Like he was Dak. He's a stat pattern in his days in Houston. He's a very good QB, but I don't think he's as good as people thinking he is. Like,
yeah.
Hey, if he was a terrible QB, the man would probably not be in the NFL right now.
That's a very touchy subject.
Hey, he's very good. He's a nice guy. He respects women.
Man.
Not really, but
my most overrated player. Golly. In the AFC North, that's tough.
Zach, please don't say Lamar.
Did you say Trubisky?
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be Lamar. It's not gonna be Trubisky.
Hey.
I think the most overrated player in the AFC North is.
You say Burrow.
TJ Watt.
No.
Derek Watt.
No. It's tough.
Kareem Hunt.
Le'Veon Bell.
Donovan People-Jones. Antonio Brown.
Heinz Ward.
Antonio Holmes.
I'm gonna go
The guy from
with...
The guy from Office Space is the long snapper for the Bengals.
What?
Have you seen that guy?
No.
Clark Harris. He looks
No.
like the guy from Office Space.
Oh, okay. Since this is my most overrated team, I feel like I have to pick from them.
Wait. Interrupt us. Joe Mixon is a 93 on Madden.
So that's who I was leaning toward, was Joe Mixon.
Go.
Kareem Hunt. He's fine. He's okay. He's not a fucking 93 on Madden. He's not a top tier running back in the league.
Alvin Kamara's below him in Madden rating.
That's crazy.
I know.
But so I'm gonna go because Cincinnati is my most overrated team. I think there's absolutely zero chance they get deep in the playoffs this year.
He had 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns last year.
Cool. I think Joe Mixon's overrated. I think that
Again, another class act that didn't punch a woman in the face in college.
Yeah, another real class act. A lot of class acts up in the AFC North.
She probably deserved it.
Hey, they can't be all really outstanding men like Mitch Trubisky who just love to kiss stuff.
Yeah.
You can say titties. You've said the F word like 8 times.
Next, we're going to the AFC East. Most overrated.
Can I go?
Go ahead.
This one's so boring. None of you are going to argue about it, and nobody cares. Byron Jones for the Dolphins. He's paid like a top quarter in the NFL. He's a cornerback number 2. He's okay, but he's paid way too high. And come on, nobody cares about this. Byron Jones, move on.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care at all. We should have just skipped you. I wasn't even listening.
Yeah.
A player who we are extremely close to his ceiling from what we saw last year. Boston, Massachusetts, Mac Jones. Extremely close to his ceiling.
That's crazy to say he's overrated, but
he is. If you look at the top 100 list, he's overrated.
Yeah, but if you look at the general sentiment from the public, he's not overrated. He's exactly perfectly rated.
Public just trash him all day long.
Mediocre quarterback.
Go on Twitter and find someone that praises Mac Jones.
Yeah.
That's so easy. What do you mean? I can do that.
No, not.
He is extremely close to his ceiling.
You don't know that.
All right.
But that's why I'm calling him overrated, because I think he's extremely close to his ceiling. You don't know Trevor Lawrence is going to suck this year, but you say it.
Yes, I do. Have you watched him in preseason?
Okay, but what have you seen from Mac that makes you think he's going to take this huge jump? He doesn't have a big arm. He's not accurate to the outsides of the field.
I don't think Mac's going to take a huge jump. I see him as a Kirk Cousins type quarterback.
I don't
maybe
quarterback is Kirk
Cousins. Okay, so you got your head on.
Kirk Cousins is maybe top 10, top 12. Mac, would you guys agree, is at least top 20?
I'd put him at 15, 16, 17.
So top 12 is not a huge jump either.
I think there's a big difference between 15 and 12 though.
But
there's a big difference from 20 to 12.
You know what you're going to get out of Mac Jones. He's not Patrick Mahomes with that arm. He can't run.
He's Alex Smith.
Even being that crazy.
Exactly.
He's not even Derek Carr.
He's Alex Smith.
I don't hate Alex Smith for that.
Alex Smith without running. Yeah.
Yeah. But hey.
And Alex Smith had weapons. Mac Jones does not.
No right. Nelson Aguilar slander on the day.
Man, they traded away their only hope in N'Keal Harry. Shout out to your uncle. Shout out to your uncle. Shout out to your uncle that loves N'Keal Harry.
You got Cole Strange.
Doesn't one of your uncles love N'Keal Harry?
I don't know why.
Yeah, shout out to.
All right, so my most overrated. My most overrated should be obvious. It should be so fucking obvious.
Tua.
It's Tua. I don't see anything from him. I don't see anything. I don't see flashes of greatness.
I don't see people, don't you?
I don't see. No, I don't. I don't see anything from this guy.
Are you
He's the most accurate quarterback in the NFL per Tyreek Hill.
What?
He's the most accurate quarterback in the NFL per Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah, because Tyreek Hill's definitely gonna say that Tua is. Yeah, he's not quite as good as Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, he's definitely gonna say that shit. Yeah, he's definitely.
You know what's the funny thing? Which I'll agree with you on this. I have never seen a team hype up a quarterback as much as the Dolphins keep hyping up.
Exactly. Thank you.
He's the most accurate. He's the best. I've never seen a team hype him up.
That's so wild to me.
So much.
You gotta. He's gotta show me that he can make those passes for me to believe that he can make those passes. And so far, I think what was it? His average air yards pass per attempt was 7. That's literally me doing this. It's me throwing fucking darts on a dartboard.
But again, he's very similar to Mac Jones. Would you agree?
I think Mac Jones is a much better quarterback than Tua Tagovailoa. Much better.
I don't think so. I think they're very similar.
No,
And
I think Mac is much better.
Tua
Tua is bottom 6. Bottom 6 of the league.
That is crazy.
No, in a passing league where you need to be able to work the ball down the field, Tua Tagovailoa being one of the worst deep passers in the NFL, being one of the worst.
Dolphins fans are going to show up to your house. They're going to pick you up in the middle of the night, cut your throat, and throw you in the bay.
I will guarantee. I'll make another bet on this now. Dolphins don't make the fucking playoffs. I'm sick of them saying it every year. This is our year. We're going to make the playoffs this year. And then they fucking suck because they don't have a fucking quarterback. I'm sick of it. Dolphins ain't making the playoffs. I'll bet anything.
I feel so bad. Dolphins have a great roster with the exception
I don't care.
I
do not care. I do not care at all. They're not making the playoffs.
They're it all the.
By the way, if you wanted to know, no one asked, but if you wanted to know, Miami Dolphins are the most overrated team in football today.
Their season, if Tua has let's say Tua proves you wrong, has a very good season, are they a playoff team? Okay.
Why?
Don't ask. Why? But if Tua proves you wrong, has a very good season, are they a playoff team?
Yeah.
So they're not this is a team that could be a very good contender to play. If Tua, this is the year he breaks out. Again, he was the number one pick.
He's not going to, though. He's not going to. I'm sick of saying every year they say this is going to be Tua's year. He's going to take his big step forward. And you know what I've seen? I've seen stagnation. Zach, get him more weapons, more stagnation.
He's had the worst O-line in the NFL the last 2 years, and he's not been healthy. I will give you, if he does not perform this season, I think the Tua era is over. I think it's time to give up on him.
Yeah.
But I think this year, I think he will prove himself.
I don't think so. I just haven't seen it, Kerry. I can't pick a guy I've seen nothing from.
A lot of Dolphins games. I think he will be decent, sadly enough.
I don't think he will.
But all right, next division.
I think they finished 3rd in the division.
I have no faith in the Patriots.
I think the Patriots beat them out. Honestly, I have zero faith in a new coach.
Bill, Dolphins,
Tua Tagovailoa quarterback. I have no faith. I have more faith in Mac Jones and Bill Belichick.
All right, AFC West.
Justin Herbert. He's not a winner. He's got all the arm talent in the world.
What the hell?
He's got all the arm talent in the world.
Go in your box. Go in your box right now. Sit in your box.
I refuse to listen to this. I'm just going to let Trevor talk. This is stupid. It's not even worth hearing.
He's not a winner. He is not a winner.
Just go sit in your box.
Not influence the game towards winning.
Shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your terrible opinion. All right,
too many fourth quarter interceptions. Too many interceptions to be fair.
No, it's still happening. I'm just gonna stay off until it's done. Kerry, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm done talking about this. I don't even want to hear it.
I'll go to the AFC West. It was a hard pick between two for me. Keenan Allen. He's a pretty good receiver, but I don't think he's an elite receiver, as people always grade him. He's like in that second tier, but I don't think he's good. He's just not the guy for me. But overall, the one I went with, Chandler Jones. People are huge on Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones had an insane week 1 last season. He had 5 sacks, I think. But the rest of the season, no. Chandler Jones is a good number 2 pass rusher. And obviously with Max Crosby, that's a good duo. But people act like, he's the best pass rusher on the team. No, Chandler Jones is good. He's not great. He's people rank him a lot higher than he is.
Okay, that is great. I almost put him. If Herbert wasn't in this division, I would have put him. That is a great
I'm going to make some people mad with my decision, but I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Say Herbert.
I'm going to make some people very upset, and that is because Russell Wilson is the most overrated player in this division.
I don't hate that.
He does not make the Denver Broncos a championship contender. He just doesn't. Denver Broncos are the most overrated team in this division, and Russell Wilson does not make them that much better.
My Denver Broncos. Just wait and see, baby.
You picking the Denver Broncos to win the division?
This is I could see it, but I can't pick any of these teams winning the division.
I picked the Chargers.
This division is insane. This is probably
nuts.
the best division in football.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
Like, I could see the Raiders being like the fourth team, and that's just great. Like, for how much I praise the Raiders and like how much I like them,
Yeah.
like they could be the fourth team in this division. That's not even a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
But like they're even talented. But like this division is it's so good. Every team in this division is good, is competitive. It's probably going to be at least top 10, top 12. We don't know about the Chargers. We haven't seen them with all these new players yet, but this is going to be an incredibly competitive division, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to be tuned into every single division game this year for this division, excuse me. My Denver Broncos, by the way.
Okay. All right. NFC South. I'm going to make some people mad with this one. I'm going to go ahead and go.
You're going to say Tom Brady.
Yeah, I am. Tom Brady.
Why?
Tom Brady, so far, in his stint in Tampa, has been carried by the fact that he's on arguably one of the best rosters. Well, not arguably. He's on one of the best rosters in the NFL. Do you disagree? Are you going to disagree with me right now, Kerry? No.
They're top 5.
Last year, they had arguably, or 2 years ago when they won the Super Bowl, they had arguably the best offensive set and one of the best defenses.
Zach, would you agree with me that this year their roster is not top 5 and probably one of the worst they've had?
Yeah.
So if this year he does, if they do get the Super Bowl, would you, disagree with this?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, the injuries he aligned this year is insane so far.
Well, yeah, they lost AB.
And starting left guard, and they lost AB. Defense is a lot older, so if this year he does, you'd agree you're wrong?
Yeah, I would agree I'm wrong, but I know they're not going to, so I'm not that worried about it. I'm sick and tired of fucking everybody saying, "Oh,
what?
Tom,
what?
Everybody, man.
Tom Brady inspires his defenses." Right, Tom Brady inspires the defense. He inspires the defense to win games for him. And that's such fucking bullshit. That's so fucking bullshit.
Honestly,
dude, Zach, you have had 2 great quotes tonight. First of all, coming straight in the hole. Second of all, I'm tired of fucking everybody. Like, just like...
Because I hear it all the fucking time. I hear it all the fucking time. Tom Brady's a leader. He inspires his defense. Fuck off. Okay, his defenses that he has when he wins championships are top 3 in the league.
I honestly agree. I don't think Brady's going to win another ring. I think this year's going to be kind of, mediocre year for the Bucs. I think like 10-7, something like that range, and maybe win one game in the playoffs and lose.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't hate it this year, Brady being overrated. All time, no, but this year I don't hate that.
I think he's still overrated all time because people say he's the best quarterback, and he's not. He's not the
GOAT. He easily is,
no,
but
he's really not.
That's another story.
He's really not.
All right, I'll go next.
Okay.
Jarvis Landry.
Interesting.
People act like he's a great receiver. You look at his stats.
He's a good wide receiver too. He's a slant boy mini.
Yeah,
mini slant boy.
People act like he's this huge addition. No, he's fine. He's a wide receiver too at best. He's never been a great receiver in his career.
He's been a pretty good receiver in the past.
Look at his numbers.
Okay.
Carried by Odell. Carried by being friends with Odell.
Odell's much better.
I agree. In his prime, Odell was better.
Mine is going to be Cyril Grayson Jr. Because
goodness.
Because hang on now.
Because he DM'd your ex-girlfriend twice?
Hang on. He essentially lived when I was dating my girlfriend last year. We're no longer together. I'm going to refer to as my girlfriend because I'm speaking for myself last year. She's my ex, but I'm going to call her my girlfriend. He lived in my girlfriend's DMs last year. Lived in her DMs, right? Me and my girlfriend break up, right? I start talking to this other girl. He's in her DMs too. Bro, you had 10 catches last year. Go to the gym. Go to practice. Get your friends to throw you some balls. Stop being in every girl in Tampa's DMs. Go to practice. Insane. He's got to be overrated in his head.
Fair. It's fair.
Okay, so what about Jarvis Landry's, like what is wrong with his stats?
I got to break my seal.
Jarvis Landry stats? Let me pull it up for you, Zach.
1,000 yards, 987, 976, 1,000 yards. Like 4 years in a row, 5 years in a row, at or above, right next to or above 1,000 yards from 2015 to 2019.
Yeah, he's been good. He's never been great. That's my thing.
112 catches, 987 yards, 9 touchdowns.
He's a good wide receiver too, but people act like he's a wide receiver 1.
He's not a wide receiver 1.
But
he's a great wide receiver too. I think that's a little.
Sadly.
Well, probably not anymore. I think he's getting older. What is he? 9th year in the NFL now? This year?
He's been around a while.
2014, yeah, 9th year in the NFL.
Like he's a good wide receiver. He's just like people have always hyped him up more than he should be.
Okay. He's a good PPR guy.
Yeah, PPR is fine.
100 catches a year until last year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have look. He's a good. I love him as a wide receiver too, but.
Or sorry, 100 targets, not 100 catches.
Sure. All right, what division next, Zach?
Next, we have the NFC North. We got to kind of buzz through these last ones because we're running out of time.
TJ Hawkinson is my first one. He was horrible last year when he did play. He played like 5 games. He had 5 bad games. Yes, he did.
What the hell are you on, dude?
He had 5 bad games last year. He's supposed to be a top 5 tight end, and he had 5
He's
bad
not
games.
a good drug,
But he's my honorable mention. My number 1 overall overrated player in this division. Jared Goff's girlfriend.
Okay.
All right.
She's not that hot.
Honorable mention.
Model? Are you kidding me?
She's so hot. Goodbye.
I have women in my family that are sexier than her. Let me stop.
Yeah. All right. Honorable mention. DeAndre Swift.
He is no way.
Everybody's hyping him up so much this season.
You're insane.
No. He's mid.
He's a top 10
mid wide running back.
Okay.
Top 10 fantasy back this year.
But, all right. Most overrated, Aaron Rodgers.
Stop.
He can't win.
Come on.
He puts up
How?
the stats every year. Doesn't mean he wins.
You said it was Devontae Adams. Now Devontae Adams is gone, and you say it's Aaron Rodgers.
They're both overrated.
I'm disappointed.
Aaron Rodgers, he puts up the stats. Doesn't mean he's a great quarterback. That's like saying he's Kirk Cousins above. Kirk Cousins puts great stats every year. He doesn't win. Same thing with Rodgers. He doesn't win. He puts up great stats. Aaron Rodgers,
Carrie. I need you to take it back. Or else
We
I'm going
just
to kick you off
witnessed
severely.
Aaron
is a better Kirk Cousins.
Embarrassing.
He doesn't win. He chokes every year in the playoffs, like I said last week. Get rid of it. It's true. Get over it.
Hold on.
Aaron Rodgers. Carrie, you had people debating last week whether he was a top 5 quarterback all time, and you want to compare him to Kirk Cousins?
He's not a top 5 quarterback all time.
That's crazy. That's
Is
just
he
not
top
crazy.
10 all time? Yes.
Maybe.
Carrie, yes, he has to be a top 10 quarterback of all time.
He's won 1 ring.
Rings! Oh my god. Is Brad Johnson a top 10 quarterback of all time? I fucking hate that. Oh my god, I hate that shit. That's the dumbest fucking argument ever. It's the dumbest fucking argument ever.
Year. Doesn't mean he's a top 10 quarterback all time.
Oh my
He doesn't turn the ball up. But it's your QB ratio over here. Oh, he's freaking 35 touchdowns and 500 interceptions. God.
Okay.
That's crazy. I hated that. That was the worst part of the show so far. Aaron Rodgers overrated.
It's true, man.
However, he did slide on my quarterback fantasy list. I think I have him over 30.
No. You know what? I'm sick of this shit. Yo.
Zach, who's your NFC North overrated?
Okay. I'm going to say that real quick. I'm going to say it real quick. My NFC North overrated player, and it hurts me to say this, because I think he's a good wide receiver, but after taking
Darnell Mooney.
After taking a closer look, I don't think he's as good as I originally thought he was.
Don't say Darnell Mooney.
And that's Adam Thielen.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely fallen off last few years.
Okay, but if he wasn't white, would he have fallen off the past couple years?
Exactly.
If you don't understand that joke, just like rewind like 25 minutes because that's not me speaking from my heart.
All right.
I don't see.
Now, real quick.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
If you're looking at Adam Thielen as a wide receiver 1, he's overrated, right?
Yeah.
But if you're looking at him as, wide receiver 2, would you say he's overrated? Because that's kind of what, with Justin Jefferson there, obviously.
Yeah, obviously he's a wide receiver 2. But
do you think he's one of the better wide receiver 2s in the NFL right now? I feel like he is. He's at least top
he's up
10.
there.
He's
I don't know
5.
if he's best. Like, I don't know.
He's up there.
He's up there. But like, you got to think like
he fell off a lot.
He fell off a lot. That's the thing.
All right.
Now, real quick, before we go any fucking further,
if you bring up Aaron Rodgers' stats, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Let's bring up Tom Brady stats. Let's bring up Tom the GOAT, right? The GOAT. You remember when you said that he's the GOAT, the greatest of all time?
Yeah,
right?
he's the GOAT easily. It's not even debating with that.
In the playoffs, just out of curiosity, Kerry, how many years has Tom Brady averaged above 100 QBR?
Zach, when did I not?
How many years? How many years? How many years?
When have I ever said that Aaron Rodgers is not a good QBR? Because he's not. He's so afraid to take chances, he won't throw the ball.
What stat matters to you, Gary? Gary, what stat matters to you? What stat? Give me a statistic.
Wins.
Justin Herbert fan, by the way. Guy that doesn't make the playoffs, but go ahead.
You're fucking dumb, Kerry. You're just fucking dumb. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say.
So, Kerry, wins matter. Why is Justin Herbert top 5?
He is top 5.
Right.
Tom Brady has a higher interception ratio in the playoff. He's got a lower touchdown ratio touchdown percentage in the playoff. He's got a lower QBR in the playoff.
Zach, I gave you a mission last week. Watch Aaron Rodgers against Tampa Bay in the playoffs last year. Did you do that? No.
They didn't play in the playoffs last year.
Yes, they did.
They played in the playoffs last year. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers faced off in the playoffs last year. Because I'm pretty sure they fucking didn't. I'm pretty sure that was 2 years ago. You fucking moron.
Did you watch it?
Yes!
No, you didn't.
Aaron Rodgers outplayed the fuck out of Tom Brady.
You're a disappointment. All right, next division. You pissed me off so
NFC
much. I want to jump off a bridge.
NFC East.
All right, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
This was so hard.
Every single running back in the NFC East, they all are overrated. They all suck. Saquon, Zeke, Sanders, Gibson, they're all ass. Everybody overrates them all. None of them are that good. That's my argument.
Okay.
Are any of them good? No.
I think Tony Pollard's pretty good.
Tony Pollard's probably the best running back of all of them.
Zeke is good.
No, he's not.
He's my most overrated player.
We have a bet.
That was my pick. Was Ezekiel Elliott. I think attitudes toward him are starting to sour, but I don't think they're as sour as they should be. So Ezekiel Elliott's the most overrated player in the NFC East.
I like that. Trevor?
I want to say Saquon because I'm officially off the Saquon train, but I've slandered him enough the past couple weeks. This is my first year. I'm not really riding for him. But I took Antonio Gibson. I think he's kind of fell off. I don't know.
Well, he's taking snaps with the.
Means what you're saying.
He's taking special team snaps, so he's probably not going to be the starter.
Yeah, I don't understand how he fell off that hard. And he would be a good fit with Wentz because he can catch checkdowns, but I don't know. He just fell off, I guess.
Do they still have McKissick? Do they still have McKissick?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. So I reckon that's going to be number 1 there. Next, we have the NFC West.
Best roster in football, carried. He's not top 10. Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, he might be top 10. He might be number 10, but that's as high as I'd put him.
Most overrated player in the NFC West. That's tough. Last year I would have said Jimmy Garoppolo. This year I'm going to say... I'm going to have to agree with Trevor. It's Matt Stafford.
Wow, I did not expect that.
He's a good quarterback. He's not great. And everyone thinks now that he's won a Super Bowl with the most stacked roster in NFL history, probably, that he's, the next coming of Johnny Unitas or something. And that's not the case. He's a good quarterback, but he's not fantastic. He's got the best roster in the NFL behind him. He honestly almost blew the game for the Los Angeles Rams. And he almost blew the game against Tampa. So, I mean, you got to take those things into account. So, I'm gonna say Matthew Stafford.
All right, that's it for underrated. Overrated.
Can we run through them or no? Is that too much?
I don't even remember all my picks, honestly.
Oh, yeah, you didn't write yours down. Yeah.
It's time for rapid fire.
Rapid fire!
Carrie's out this week. I have hiccups right now. I'm taking the L. Trevor will be taking over rapid fire this week. Let's go.
Okay, well, we went through the AFC West standings pretty much. I think we talked about this one last week. Who would you rather have on your defense for the last 5 years? Next 5 years, TJ Watt or Micah Parsons? We talked about that last week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, will Antonio Brown ever play in the NFL again? Carrie?
No.
Zach?
Yes? Maybe? No.
I don't hate it.
I'm going to say no. I don't think anyone wants that in the locker room.
Okay, that's fair. All right, Carrie, I love this tweet. Will the 2018 or the 2020 quarterback draft class be more successful? 2018, we got Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield. 2020, we got Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, and Tua. Zach, kick us off.
Wow.
Yeah, Herbert and Tua in the same class. It split your heart in half, didn't it?
I'm going to go 2018 just because Tua's probably going to be out of the NFL by next season.
Okay, that's fair. Josh Allen, Lamar, and Baker. Carrie.
Yeah. I'm going to go 20. Herbert and Burrow is better than Allen and Jackson, and I think Tua had a better year than Baker.
That's very interesting. This is a great tweet. I like this one a lot. True or false? These are the three best O-line in the NFL. This should be true for all three of us, as we had them as all of our top 3 offensive linemen in our top 20. Zach Martin, Quentin Nelson, and Trent Williams. True.
True.
You can steal one player from the Tampa Bay Bucks. I got to be sitting this one out because that's my team. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Wirfs.
Really?
He's hurt, isn't he? Didn't he get hurt?
I don't think it's that long though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Still one player from the Bucks. Maybe Devin White. I don't know. No, we have plenty of linebackers.
No, Zach's
Winfield. Give me Antoine Winfield.
He wants Brady.
Nice young guy. All right, another great question. What is your favorite? Close your eyes for this one, both of you. What is your favorite catch in NFL history?
Easy. Odell Beckham Jr. against the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. Carrie?
It's not Tyree against the Patriots, I can tell you that.
That hurts.
Actually, can I change? It's Tyree against the Patriots. I fucking hate the Patriots.
I'm going to take Edelman in the 28th game. That was a great catch.
No, but in all honesty, probably the Odell catch is probably my favorite.
Gotcha. All right. This one's interesting. This one might give Zach a headache. Who was the better wide receiver, Andre Johnson, Chad Ochocinco?
It's Andre Johnson.
Be rapid.
I'm going to go Andre.
Okay. True or false, Deion Sanders is the GOAT for cornerbacks in the NFL?
True.
False.
Okay.
Who'd you go?
I'd probably go Revis Island.
Ooh, interesting. All right, let's make this one very rapid. Zach, you got some personal knowledge here. Division foe, division neighbor. The Texans will win how many games this season? Carrie
5.
said 7 earlier. Okay, you said 7 like 30 minutes ago.
Somewhere around there.
I'm gonna say 5.
Okay. Will Baker Mayfield prove his doubters wrong this year?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, this should be fun for both of you guys as teams that are probably not going to make the playoffs. Give me one reason why your favorite team will win the Super Bowl this year.
Bill Belichick.
Doug Peterson.
All right.
He beat Bill Belichick. So.
That's fact.
Start, bench, cut. We got Dak, Kyler, Derek Carr.
I'm gonna start Derek Carr, bench Dak, cut Kyler Murray because he'd rather play Call of Duty anyway.
Start Carr, bench Kyler, cut Dak.
Wow.
That's hateful. Did you see the graphic where it said points by play callers and the Cardinals scored 3 points for Kingsbury and 14 points with Kyler?
Yeah.
All right, our last one for the night. Describe Peyton Manning as a quarterback in one single word.
Good.
That was underwhelming.
Yeah. Prototype.
I'm gonna say Omaha. That wraps us up for rapid fire.
Sure.
All right, guys. Anything you want to plug before we sign off?
Yeah, I just want to say make sure to follow us on Twitter at Beerly Football, at Beerly Sports. Shut up, Carrie. And follow us on Instagram at Beerly Sports. Shout out to everybody that's in our fantasy football league that is tuning in, listening to us tonight. It's going to be very fun this year. I'm excited for fantasy. This is the most I've known about football in a while. And shout out to everybody that played Pick'em. Shout out to everybody that won Pick'em. It's the year of the beer. Love. I'll see you guys next week. Mwah.
Just leaves.
Peace.
Oh, is that all? Is that all we're plugging? Make sure you check out the website. I wrote an article the other day about who's going to be the starting quarterbacks for each of the quarterback battles going into this season in week 1. Make sure you check that out. And keep us in mind because we're going to be doing a stream on Saturday, or at least I am, with my Beerly Fantasy League. Let me look up the name of the league real quick because it's dope. The Beerly Boss Ultimate Fantasy League, 23 rounds, and it's happening in exactly 4 days, 5 hours, 47 minutes from right now. So I will hope to see you guys on Saturday. Check that out. Anything you guys want to add before we sign off? All right, guys, we will see you next week. What are we covering next week?
Awards.
Way too early predictions for NFL.
Way too early predictions for NFL awards. Alrighty, we'll see you guys next week.